What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are going to get into the New York Jets 2021 hype video. Wow! The video that was produced before the season. Before we get into that, hit that subscribe button and the bell notice so you know when we're talking. And this is not primarily a Jets channel, but it's kind of a dead time of year right now. So we're just going to review before the NFL free agency starts and the NFL draft starts. This is a time of year, if you're not a Jets fan, that the organization makes us buy into the new coaches, solid second year, the new players coming up, the free agents we're going to get, the draft picks we're going to get, and we're going to kick ass. Been watching this same crap for the last 10 years or 12. Yeah, they haven't been in the championship game since 2010. And as a matter of fact, that's the last time they were in the game, period, any game in the playoffs. That's it. So we're sold on this hype video because in the offseason, Jet fans, including myself, 44 years going on 45, we start getting into, well, hey, man, the last 5 games of the year, Zach didn't throw a pick. Or, hey, the last 5, we almost beat the Bucs in the last 5 games of the year. We almost beat the Bucs. This is what gets Jet fans excited for the new season. Jets ownership jumps in. Free agency draft coming up. Watch out, Jets. Watch out, world. Here come the New York Jets. And this is what they want us to buy into all the time. Let's get into it right now. This is the New York Jets hype video. This was made prior to the 2021 season starting. So let's look at what all Jet fans were pumped up about. Let's go.
Gas, no brake.
All gas, no brake. I'm just going to jump in here. The whole season kind of seemed like all gas, no GPS, no direction, right? Not going to trash Robert Saleh. It was his first year, but now he's going to his second year. Jet fans, we expect it. We expect more. Bring it.
We're not talking about effort on the field. We're talking about the process at which we do things. We're talking about the way we prepare, the way we wake up every single morning, the way we rehab, the way we communicate, the way we speak to one another. Cannot tell you enough about how excited I am to work with this entire Jets organization.
The New York Jets select Zach Wilson, quarterback.
Woo! Zach Wilson. Another high draft pick for the Jets. Another high draft pick, Sam Darnold, Quinnen Williams. Well, I know he's a defensive lineman, but another high draft pick, Jamal Adams. Hey, Jamal Adams turned into something. What do we do? See ya. Get on out of town. I know we ended up with another great draft pick, but we'll get into that in a minute. Let's listen to all about Zach.
The best thrower in the draft, period. He's the best number one. He's the best first-round thrower of the football. Nobody's ball popped out of the hand the way Zach Wilson's ball popped out of his hand. Perfect spiral, quickness of the release, being able to flick it, whatever it is.
Exciting.
Hands down, he's everything I thought he was going to be at that point, and he's better than all the other guys throwing the football.
Tony Romo said this.
Now, when he said he's better than all the other guys throwing the football, who is it referring to? All the Jets' backups? Who's he referring to? Guys, don't get me wrong. You guys are going to jump on me for hating on Zach. I'm not hating on Zach. I'm hating on the Jets organization that here we are with another franchise guy, another one. Come on. Sanchez, Gino, Darnold, now Zach, it's your turn. Oh, we had Fitz in between there, veteran Fitz, who actually held out on the Jets. The only team Fitzpatrick could hold out on, and the Jets would pay him a whole ton of money to bring him back just to miss the playoffs again. Anyway, moving right along.
It's about Zach Wilson of the Jets.
I think Zach Wilson is going to be in discussion as one of the top 3 to 5 quarterbacks very quickly. Within the next couple of years, I think you're going to see him rise. I think he's unbelievable. His ceiling is so high. It's rare for me to say someone has the ability to get in the stratosphere of a Mahomes, but I think this kid actually has that ability.
I'm sorry, I was under the table the whole time. Did Romo say Wilson could be like Mahomes?
Did Romo really say that Wilson could be like Mahomes? Yes, he did. He said he'd be a top 3 to 5 quarterback in the next couple of years. He threw 9 touchdowns this year with 11 picks. I know he's a rookie on a horrendous joke dumpster fire of an organization in the New York Jets because they are a freaking laughing stock. They really are. Most of the time, I'm embarrassed to be a fan of this organization. Okay? I don't like when rookies come out, especially in the NFL, and they're compared to guys that are established and great like Patrick Mahomes. Please don't do that. Don't do that to us Jet fans. Don't say stuff like that. Say it about other quarterbacks, that may happen, but when you come to the Jets, this doesn't happen. I'll tell you something. The Buffalo Bills took Josh Allen out of Wyoming, right? They had the nerve to build a team around him. There you go, Jets. Hey, how about you do that? What balls the Buffalo Bills had. They get a franchise guy and said, hey, we want this guy to stay here, so we're going to build a team around him. An offensive line, get Stephon Diggs, bulk up the defense. One of the top teams they're definitely the new team in the AFC East to beat. And they're going to be one of the teams in the NFL to beat. The Bills are right there. 4 years ago, no one would believe that. And look at them now. Even the Bengals made the Super Bowl just 3 years ago. They're a joke. The Jets are a joke. Absolute joke. So let's see if Romo's right. And I'm not hating on Zach. I'm not hating on him. But I'm just tired of watching the same movie over and over. Darnold, it's up for Sam. Come on. How come we're always in the top 5 draft picks recently? We're always in the top 5 draft picks recently. How can you keep getting it wrong? Let's see. Up until Zach. Well, let's see. Because I'm going to get a lot of hate. Up until Zach. Let's see what the kid's got. Moving right along.
They wanted to get faster offensively. That was a focus. And
this kid, Elijah Moore, is good. Solid.
When we came up through the Baltimore scouting system, we had Red
Played 11 games, got 500-something yards, and 5 touchdowns. That's solid for a Jet. Trust me. It's solid. Solid rookie year.
I know this is a red star player for the Jets. They loved what he could bring to their offense. And Elijah Moore, their second-round pick, has really been the buzz of camp. Out here making plays each and every day from talking to the folks around this team. And then Corey Davis.
See that cutback against nobody? That was impressive.
Davis coming over from the Tennessee Titans. A high-priced free agent gives him another big weapon. So it's going to look a lot different on offense here with Coach LaFleur.
Now with Corey Davis, he came over from the Tennessee Titans, and he came over as our number one guy, like our no-doubt number one guy, and the Jets just stopped looking after that. Corey Davis had a solid year. I mean, actually, I guess he underachieved. He had 400-something yards. He played in 9 games, got hurt, and I don't really know what happened after that. He's a number 2 guy. We need a real number 1 guy on this team. Again, the Bills went out and got Stephon Diggs. That's a number 1 guy. And the Allen the Diggs thing has got to be the best combo in the game. If not, it's top 3. It's top 3. We need some real people here, guys. Real people. So, man, we're getting hype, right? Hype for the 2021 season.
Coach Saleh taking over this program.
Hey, that this time
again
between Zach Wilson and Corey Davis is exactly what you want with a true number 1 receiver. A guy that can beat man coverage like Corey can. A guy that can win on 3rd down.
You see him try to trip him there? That was funny. You notice they're showing the same preseason game against the Packers, right? And it was the Packers' backups for the most part. But let's look at that guy try to trip him again. That was kind of funny. I like that. Here it is.
A guy that can win on 3rd downs when you need him to win.
Surprised he didn't fumble.
The drive.
Yeah, wide open. It's all against the Green Bay backups. I mean,
it's going to be the key for this defense is how this young, particularly the corner group, how they emerge and how they come together. There's a lot of size, length, and speed out there. Guys have not played a lot of NFL football.
If you can get 3, and if you look at Quinnen, and then a John Myers, right, John Franklin Myers, maybe a Sheldon Rankins. If you can get 3 that can get upfield and get to the quarterback, you could have a feeding frenzy.
The Jets' defense was the worst by far in the NFL. Defensive guru, Robert Saleh. We were the worst. We gave up over 500 yards. 500 yards. Incredible. The Jets give up a ton of yards game in and game out on defense. You can say that, they were on the field too much or what have you. Quinnen Williams, we were told that this guy was going to be a sack master. Now, Quinnen Williams is a great lineman, one of the top in the league. I give him that. He's a great run stuffer. He is hard to handle out there. But we were sold the number 3 overall pick. He had 6 sacks this year. He had 7 last year. He has 15.5 in 3 years. When you're sold as a number 3 overall pick that this guy's going to be a wrecking machine back there on quarterbacks, I love the guy. I'm waiting for the big sack stuff, you know? Because Leonard Williams, who we got rid of for him, was sold the same bill of goods. Great sack. Oh, man, when do you see him all over the quarterback? Every game he's going to be all over the quarterback. Leonard Williams got traded to the Giants. No, actually, excuse me. Yeah, he did. He got traded to the Giants for a few draft picks. And then Quinton Williams comes in. He kind of looks like the same guy. Solid player, great run stuffer, but not this sack genius that we told we were getting. The Jets pick all these defensive linemen. They leave the cornerbacks who nobody knows who they are. We haven't had great corners. I mean, our greatest corners was Darrelle Revis and Antonio Cromartie, man. They were shut down. Okay? We haven't picked up great cornerbacks in a long time. They're hyping up the Jets' defense here. Remember, our offensive guru was Adam Gase, quarterback whisperer, offensive guru, innovator for today's game. This is what the Jets organization told us. He ruined Sam Darnold. Our offense was 32nd both years he was here in 19 and 20. Who else fails forward better than Adam Gase? And these are our coaches that we hire. The Jets hired Adam Gase so fast. I mean, it was like, I don't even think a week passed. Yeah, they hired him like it was Bill Walsh reincarnated, man. Nobody else was even looking at him. Anyway, let's go on. Our defensive guru, Saleh, we finished 32nd in defense. Offensive guru, Adam Gase, we finished 32nd in offense. I guess if you're a guru, don't come to the Jets because gurus come here to die. Moving right on.
The Smash Brothers are on the left side of this one. I mean, it's going to be the Smash Brothers.
I'm going to let this play out, but I got to ask a question. This is an honest question. Mekhi Becton on the left got hurt in the first game against the Panthers. Oh, by the way, we lost to Sam Darnold in that game. Isn't that weird? Anyway, I guess what Adam Gase told him resonated, at least when he played us. Mekhi Becton has been out the entire year. He got hurt in game 1. He missed 15 games. Now people are saying, is he going to be a bust? My question is, in all the sports, not just football, baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever, when a high draft pick gets hurt a lot in his career and never ever comes up to the hype that he had coming in, why are they called busts? Do injuries make you a bust? It's not really, I mean, is it conditioning? Could it be the guy doesn't work hard in the off season or even during the season? What makes a guy that gets injured a lot in sports a bust? I always thought it was an unfair tag to call somebody a bust. If anybody who's been around for a while, remember Greg Oden? Number 1 draft pick overall, great center in the NBA, and he's considered a bust. The guy was injured all the time. Now, I want to know why. Why are these guys considered busts? Now, Mekhi Becton is not under the bust, but they're saying, can he be a bust? Because he's been off the field more than on it since the Jets drafted him. So, I always felt it was unfair. Let me know your thoughts on it. Moving right along with the Jets hype video. Do you feel the hype? Jets! Jets football!
It's going to be AVT and Mekhi. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be.
The way you guys are competing, I mean, that's our standard. It's the standard. Because it's out of love and it's trying to get one another better, and I mean that.
Listen. I like Robert Saleh. I do like him. I do like what I see. And it seems like the players really love him as opposed to Adam Gase. Everybody hated him. So I'm not going to hate on Saleh. I'm not going to hate on it. But goodness gracious, us Jet fans, we're ready. We're ready for something to happen. Okay?
All right, so take all that. All right? Take all of it. It's freaking awesome. It's awesome work. All right? Offensive line, defensive line, work together. Receivers, DBs, work together. Linebackers, tight ends, running backs, work together. All right? We're all working together to try to get to one thing, and that's winning on Sundays.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Again, all gas, no brake. It sounds great, looks good. Again, this year was all gas, no direction, no GPS. The Jets finished with 4 wins, 4-13. Okay, and as usual, the Jets get their doors blown off a couple times. Then they almost beat a team like the Buccaneers. You know, it's like last year they were 0-13, and we're tank for Trevor or whatever you want to do with that phrase. Slogan. Then we go out and beat the Rams. Somehow we beat the Rams and ruin that. It's crazy. So For Jet fans that come at me on these comments and stuff like that, you guys say I'm not a Jet fan or I'm a hater. No, I'm not a hater. You know what I hate? I hate being sold the same bill of goods year in, year out, just to watch the same crap that we watched all year long. So I like to review the hype videos at the end of the season to see how much hype we really got. Because the greatest time for Jet fans is the off season. Like free agency's coming up. Ooh, who are we going to get? NFL draft. Who are we going to get? Or, hey, man, that Jamal Adams trade worked out because look at all the draft picks we got. And Seattle sucked this year, right? So we got higher draft picks. I think we got 2 in the top 10. So what? The Jets are always, like the Jaguars, we seem to always be in the top 5. Shoot, top 3 picks every year. So what is the problem? Joe Douglas, the GM's come in and we're told, oh, you know, he's going to turn this team around, and Robert Saleh's going to turn the team around. And, you know, back then, we've had the worst GMs. Mike McCagnon before that gave all that money to Le'Veon Bell. Gave a ton of money to Le'Veon Bell. He did nothing here. So we're hoping now that the Jets focus on your line, focus on the secondary. How about some quarterbacks, please? Wide receivers for Zach. Look at the Buffalo Bills and look how they built around Josh Allen, okay? When they got Josh Allen, the first year wasn't a great year for the Bills, right? I mean, if you're a Bills fan, now I had Bills Mafia, I love you because you guys comment a lot on my pages and I really do love you guys and I feel for you guys because this one Bills fan pointed out to me that the Bills are actually have it worse historically than the Jets. 4 Super Bowl losses, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe it was 17 years in between a playoff game. No playoffs for 17 years. That is worse than the Jets. Wow. I mean, I'm complaining a lot because I'm tired of watching this movie. I'm Charlie Brown. Every offseason, I'm Charlie Brown. I'm really thinking, believing the organization who is Lucy, that I'm really going to kick the football this time. It always gets yanked out. Always gets yanked out. And we know it in week 1. I mean, we look absolutely ridiculous. And Zach Wilson, he didn't throw a pick in his last 5 games. He looked good, you know, but the Jets look solid. We've been down this road before, guys. Remember in 2019? We finished 7-9 under Adam Gase. We finished strong, and next year is going to be great. And we go 0-13, you know, before we finally win a couple games. So was this year an improvement? Yeah, wow. We won 2 more games more than the year before. Okay? So you guys are coming to me, hey, what did you really expect? You know what I expect? I expect competitive games at least. Did I expect the playoffs this year? No. I expect competitive games, signs of life. Stop being a laughing stock of the league. Even the Lions showed more heart than the Jets this year. Less wins, but they showed more heart in most. They were in most of their games, the Lions. Another organization that has it worse than the Jets historically. The Lions, I believe to this day, still have only won 1 playoff game since the Super Bowl era began. 1 playoff game. That is horrible. So listen, guys, I wanted to review the hype video. I found it humorous to look over it and all this hype, and you know, we're all led to believe all these great things are going to happen. Maybe this year it will, because I'm just as much a sucker. I go in cautiously optimistic now. Okay? Free agency, draft, Jet season 2022 hype video should be out in July. This is going to be exciting and fun. Jets football. Jets just end the season. Just end the suffering. Or whatever else you want to fill in there. These are the terms I had growing up. Just end the suffering. Just end the season. Okay? I'm Johnny Basement. Do videos every Monday and Friday. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notice. Thank you to all who've been subscribing to me, the little bit that I have. And thank you, Bills Mafia, because you guys have been tremendous for me. You really have. You really come at my page a lot, and I love it. I love it. Hopefully we'll have some competitive games coming up. Until then, I'm out.